Hello guys, welcome back to Pause. Okay, so this is a weird video today, so bear with me. So the Thememakers Toolkit modding thing is launching in a little while for Planet Coaster. I'm recording this at 10 o'clock in the morning on the 20th of November. Now, what I've just realised is that it will accept Blender files, and Blender is a free 3D program that is available. It's open source, that you can make 3D files and things in. So I've had a little play around with it this morning for the past hour or so, watching some tutorials, and I found a really primitive way of making a 3D object. So at the moment I've just made the sort of Pause Games logo into a 3D object, which is very, like I say, very primitive, but it's turned out alright. It's a very easy shape to do, so that's why I've sort of gone with it. My next step is to save this and render this out. So from looking at it, I believe it needs to be where is it? Export one of these FBX files. So I'm going to do that. So if we load it in, in here, save it as Pause Games logo like that, and export that. That should be there in theory. So let's have a look. So in here it was in, where was it, new logos, Blender, Pause Game. So there we go. In theory we now have this 3D render as an FBX file. Now obviously the actual toolkit theme makers thing hasn't launched just yet, so I can't test it, but I just wanted to show you the progress so far, and that's took me a couple of goes with the tutorial I was watching, which I'll leave a link down below to that tutorial, and it's basically showing you how to turn a sort of flat 2D image into a very basic 3D shape, which is what I've done here. So I'll put the link down below for that tutorial if you want to have a go as well, and I'll put a link to Blender as well. It is a completely free program, so I do recommend having a little play around with it. I mean, now this can be used, it opens up a whole new world of things, because if there's any sort of royalty-free sort of assets that are available out there, I mean, I don't know how it works. I mean, I've never done anything with 3D modelling before. This is literally the first time I've ever done anything. So if there's like a sort of a website where you can download royalty-free Blender assets, which we could put into this, add our own textures and elements and text and things, we could be on for a really cheap winning way of adding some amazing stuff to this game. But obviously time will tell. I don't want to get too ahead of the game so far, but it seems relatively simple if this is all it is. If you just render this, make the file, and then upload it some way, which I'm sure we'll find out later on. So yeah, I just wanted to share this very basic tutorial with you, for anybody out there who's sort of like me and was worrying and panicking and thinking, this isn't for me, I can't do anything with 3D rendering. I just wanted to show that it's possible to do something relatively quickly, following a very basic tutorial. So what we'll do is we'll wait until the toolkit is released, and then sort of follow the process and see if we can actually get this into the game. That's the plan anyway. So yeah, bear with me guys, and I'll keep you updated. Right, so I've gone onto the website, so it's thememakers-toolkit.planetcoaster.com, and this is up at the moment. I don't know how long this has been up. I've not been on this website ever, so bear with me, and apologies if this has been up for ages. But it is. I've logged in. I've linked it to my Steam, and now it's saying create a new item. So can we do this now? I mean, it seems to be. It seems to be working. So yeah. Now let's see what it wants. So a name is required. A description is required. Now file package in a zip file. So what does that need? Let's have a look in the users. Few limitations. So the maximum model is 8 by 8 by 8. I have no idea. I think mine's smaller than that, so we should be okay. 18 bones are animated. Well, not animated, so that's fine. How do we export? Let's have a look. For all static scenery, the FBX export settings should be standard configuration. Okay, so Blender export settings should be Y forward and Z up. Before exporting it, apply rotation and scale and apply all modifiers that are not related to the animation of the object. Okay, now I don't know what the hell that means, so I have no idea. So the export settings should be Y forward and Z up. Okay, so let's have a look. We can render image. If you try to figure out what that means. The export settings. Anyone? Any ideas? Y forward, Z up. No idea what that means. I've literally no idea. Is it on this? What would it be on? Modifiers maybe? No, it's not that. It's not on the curve. I have no idea. This is the issue now, isn't it? We're getting into. Oh, it could be this possibly. Maybe not. Output? No. Yeah, this is the issue. I mean, until somebody can make like a tutorial on how to export this stuff, it's pretty tricky. I mean, should we try it? Should we try uploading one? I mean, it doesn't say much else. It just wants it in a zip file. So do I just put that into a zip? Because all that's been added into that. Let's have a look back to my file here. So that's the save. That's the logo. And that's the actual FBX file. So can I just put that into a zip? Should we see if we can do that? And just have a look. I want it in the zip file. Okay. So that's zipped it up. But it's on its own. I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's just call it Pause Games logo. Description: the logo for YouTube channel. Pause Games. Wonderful. Yeah, let's do this. So in here, where are we? In here. Okay. Let me see in there. The preview image isn't. Well, it's not showing it as a thing, but we can add that. So a category, scenery, art shapes. I suppose it's an art shape. I would assume. Scenery, Planet Coaster, scenery type. Yep, simple. Price. Oh God, no price. Let's have it free. Running cost at 0. Sound type, plastic. I guess. Flexi color choices. Oh, you can have flexi color. Well, that's interesting. Oh, can you though? How is this linked to it? I mean, I haven't chosen any color choices. I don't think. Let's just have a go. There we go. Blue. That'll do. Will that work? Should we try it? Submit. See what happens. They might just tell us an error, but oh, hold on. No, it's right. So it's been created and is uploading successfully. So maybe. I don't know. It seems to be working. It's uploading and doing something. Well, maybe we've done it. I mean, I can't test it yet because the update hasn't come out just yet for the game. But as soon as it goes live, we'll have a test and see what we can do. Okay, so update. It's rejected it. So if you look on the errors, the pre-build failed because the uploader zip does not contain an icon file. So it needs an icon, which is fine. I can work that out. But the thing I don't understand what it means is conversion process returned a non-zero exit code. Build process failed. UGC builder failed. I have no idea what that means. I think I'm at my depth, guys. I think I'm at my depth. I don't know what to do. I thought it would be as simple as just uploading the thing. I think I was a bit naive. It's not that simple. Which is frustrating because I really hoped I could have got this. Let's see if is there a thing that tells me. So error descriptions. Let's see. UGC. It's all contact support. It really doesn't help. What was it? UGC builder failed. Yeah, UGC builder. Build process failed. Contact support. Well, it doesn't help us. It doesn't help me at all, does it? It really doesn't help. I don't know how to fix it. God, there's some... oh my god, look at these. Alright, back to the drawing board then, I think. We've got our texture now. We just need to figure it out and try and hone what we need to do. And that's, I guess, what we'll do next. Well, let's have a look on user guide, see if we can figure it out together. So, the modelling process. Level of detail, okay. There is total of 6 levels of detail that are always required as part of the model, or it will fail submission. Oh. Ah. Okay. So it's not as simple as uploading one thing then, is it? So I've got to do different models. Oh god, there's a lot more to this than I thought. I think we give up. I think we just give up. That is ridiculous. I didn't realise it was that's much. Oh god. Oh my Jesus. Okay, right. I think it's not as easy as we thought. So bear with. I'll have another try at some point. And hopefully we can figure this out. If anyone's got any suggestions, please let me know. Drop down in the comments if you know an easier way of sorting all this out. How do I make all these different what was it? These levels of detail and stuff. How do I do that? Because at the moment I have no idea what to do. I really do have no idea. So yeah, please let me know. And if anyone is out there who is good at this sort of stuff and wants to help out and make some models and things, please reach out to me. Let me know. Send me a message on Twitter, a comment on here, email, whatever you want to do. Please get in touch, because I would love to be able to sort of make some amazing pieces. Well, I can't make them, but I'd love somebody to make some amazing pieces. So yeah, let me know. I've tried my best, but it's failed. I've failed. I've been rejected, but I had a go. Okay, slight update then. The Thememakers Toolkit has just gone live, literally like 2-3 minutes ago, as I was just talking about my thing failing. So it's gone live. There's loads of updates and things as well for the game, mainly bug fixes, not loads of updates. That's probably the wrong word. There's lots of bug fixes and UI fixes and things. But the main thing is the Thememakers Toolkit is now available. I am just downloading it, so it's on its way. I've got a very slow internet connection, so bear with me. As soon as that's finished, we will get a video up just showing it off from the Planet Coaster side, and also hopefully by then someone will have got some stuff up on the workshop already. We'll try and import something from the workshop and see how that process works. So yeah, bear with me and I'll update accordingly. Okay, that was tedious. My internet connection is awful. So it's almost done. I've just quickly jumped onto the community workshop bit. And there is a little section now, a tag for Thememakers Toolkit. Nothing's in there yet, so I can't test anything just yet. But we'll have a look in the game and see what it looks like from the game point of view. I mean, there might not be anything. There might not be any changes on this sort of game UI. It might all be back of house. But that is another thing we'll look at in a second. I'll just check the folders. Now, right, so we're done. Okay. So let's have a look in here. So in Documents, Frontier, Planet Coaster. Now they're the same. So it's obviously all going to be done through the workshop then. So there's no way of just sort of installing stuff that way. which is fine. I thought that would be the case. So let's open up the game, and let's see if there's anything new in the game. Okay, right, we're in. So let's have a look. Is there anything new at all that pops up? Ah, here we go. Okay, so we've got a new section of the menu, and this is technically build 1.9. So we haven't got build 2.0 yet. So maybe they're still holding out something for that. So everyone assumed that was the anniversary update was going to be 2. Anyway, so what does this bring up? Okay, it literally just brings up the website. Okay. And there's our rejected thing. So there's not much else I can show you then, if that's pretty much it at the moment. Yeah, it's not really helping me. What we'll do, if I do another video a little bit later on today, once we've got a few more things up on the workshop, and we'll just sort of, I'll show you that process. But I mean, I think it's going to be pretty simple. From the it seems to be very much just it'll work like any sort of asset on the workshop. You'll subscribe to it and it will automatically download. But we'll have a look. We'll check it out later on. But that's basically it for my little journey this morning. From 10 o'clock to getting to this point now, I've been a little disappointed that I couldn't get my model to work. But I'll keep checking. I mean, hopefully someone can help me out and give me some tips, and then we'll get some stuff in the game at some point. But for now, guys, thank you ever so much for watching this weird journey video. Normal content will resume shortly. Cheers, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.